Hi, today is the 19th of August, 2025. Johnny Depp, Alberto Lacayo, 1989, I believe, graduate from Washington High School in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. He could have graduated in 90, but I think it was 89. He also played Lou Diamond Phillips, Ralph Macchio. I believe he is also one of the Elon Musks. There's a number of them. He has played Tommy Lee. And what you saw, I never even participated in that icky shit. But if you did see whatever that sex tape was supposed to be, well, that's what he's been doing from day one for gigs. He was a child prostitute. Trafficked to be used as a child prostitute by Hollyweird, and his great-grandfather, or grandfather, I think it was his grandfather, Frida Kahlo, was human trafficked in his day and dressed as a girl and held prisoner by the same people that did the same thing to Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp has a look-alike, and he's more Caucasian looking, so he has more power over the first Johnny Depp, and they share that gig now because Adam Ant is the shorter version and the more jealous version. He has more power than his fellow bloodline member, Johnny Depp number 1, or Ralph Macchio, because he's Caucasian. And Johnny Depp number 1, or Ralph Macchio, is actually Spanish and Joseph Mengele bloodline, where Adam Ant is more Joseph Mengele bloodline, more Caucasian. He's about 5'7" on a good day, and the person that played Lou Diamond Phillips and Johnny Depp number 1, etc., he is 6 foot. Quite common in Hollywood. And the shorter one tends to be the more jealous one. Wants the gig, all this other stuff. I've seen this happen a number of times. Now, they're jealous of their taller look-alike that looks like them, but is actually taller and better looking, etc. That is all created by the Satanists. They know how to get somebody else's goat, and they will breed these people just that way to make that one shorter and a look-alike. I mean, they've predetermined a lot of this. They know how genetics works. You're gonna fall off of your dad's tree if you're a boy, and a girl's tree if you're a girl. Your mom's tree. So you will fall off of your mom's tree if you're a girl, and your dad's tree is a boy. You might have some features from the other parent, but that's the norm. That is, DNA does not mess around. It's pretty simple. So here's where you effed up. Oh, he's playing Gal Gadot today. So the tall one, he's playing Gal Gadot, most likely sharing that gig with his shorter look-alike Adam Ant. Now, Alberto, here's where you effed up. Back in, what was it, 2001? 2001? Right after 9/11. Yeah, 9/11. We went to Kansas City, Missouri, and I introduced you to somebody I didn't think you ever met before, and that was my backstabbing sibling that I was raised with, who played Jacqueline Smith, Beth Chapman, Dolly Parton, what else? Kathy Gifford, etc. Sandra Jeanette Perkins, when that one was born, that's what that one was supposed to be called. And since he or she was born 2 years before me, that could be another castrated boy, a common denominator in Hollywood. And with his fake fame pie, I would imagine he is a castrated boy. Real girls don't get that many gigs, not even close, and especially not big gigs like Dolly Parton. Now, Dollywood is all about pedophilia, human trafficking, Satanism, human sacrifice, etc. Sandy knows it. You know it, Sandy. Sandy was with Tony Jerome at that time, who very likely is the same person that plays, don't have 100% mark on it, so I'm just telling you there's a possibility there, a theory that is Antonio Banderas. He was going by Tony Jerome. Could be the same cat, definitely the same height, same genetics. Sandy was supposedly married to that one in Kansas City, Missouri, and I took Alberto, or Johnny Depp, the tall one, to see Sandy, and they acted like they didn't know each other. Now, that would have been that, but Tony sat on the couch and didn't get up to say hi or anything, acted like he hated Alberto, and I couldn't understand why. I didn't know they had ever met each other, but they had met each other, and there was definitely a rivalry between the two of them. Now, that was after both Sandy and Alberto had backstabbed me and played part in trying to kill me in 1999. They were all part of the same Satanist gang. Sandy, if you are arm in arm with the Satanists that are killing me, you are an accessory to murder. And that goes for you too, Alberto. Or Al, as he likes to be called. That would have been that, and I wouldn't have known that they knew each other. But a couple things happened. We met Sandy another day at the casino. I don't know what the name of it was. It was in Kansas City. And when Sandy showed up late, I said, oh, I think that Sandy's been fooling around with Ron Robertson from Prime America, because I know they're having an affair, and her hair's all messed up in the back, so she's been doing the dirty in the car. And Alberto just seemed devastated. You kind of fucked up, Alberto. He seemed devastated. So not only was he fucking around on Tony, she, trans, whatever you want to call him, was fucking around with Alberto too. And he was devastated about the fact that Sandy was fucking around, excuse my language, with Ron Robertson from Prime America. At the same time, Sandy was having 2 affairs on the supposed husband and possibly more. Common denominator with that one. That one F's for money. I've watched him, didn't know he was a he, for way too long to not see that. He F's up for money. Okay, so that would have been that. That was kind of odd. I watched his behavior. I'm like, yeah, she's been doing the dirty. I think she went to the bathroom or something to fix himself. And that's when he was just devastated. We sat down at this table, and I sat in the middle. Sandy and Alberto was sitting across from each other, and the waiter came over like he knew them, and he knew them together. He goes, well, how are you two doing today, and what can I get for you? Like I was the third wheel. It was weird. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened there? Well, he had seen them together there before, and he recognized them, and he blew their cover. So that's where you effed up. That's where you effed up, both of you, but definitely you, Alberto. And I just wanted you to know that I knew way back then. Didn't want to know what I know, kind of like denial kind of shit. I would imagine, like, no, that couldn't be, but you two were screwing around. Plus, Alberto, the day that you showed up in Solon, Iowa, when we were supposed to go on a date the night before, and you never showed up, and then the next morning you show up, and you were trying to make fun of me when we were at the beach, sitting at the beach, and you were trying to make fun of me. It's because you had been with Sandy. Sandy actually shares genetics with me, so Sandy looks a lot like me, but Sandy is not a female like I am. Sandy has been made to be very, very jealous of the real female because Sandy's been living as a female full time since Sandy was a baby, and very likely sacrificed castrated in a child castration when he was born. And I didn't hurt Sandy, but Sandy has hurt many. I didn't hurt him, but he came and attacked me. So there is no time on this planet where you are not going to receive your boomerang for attacking and trying to kill me or anyone else that you've attacked and killed and tried to kill. And I would have to say that Batman agrees with me right now. Right, Batman? Yep. See, I told you.